How's it going guys, Michael here. In this video we'll be recreating two of the synth sounds found in Hurricane by Kanye West. Both of these sounds are a great addition to any producer's toolkit, so let's get into it. Let's start by recreating the respace that can be found throughout the song. Start by increasing the unison on oscillator A to 5 and bring the detune down to around 0.1. This will give us a nice wide sound to start with. Now turn on the sub-oscillator and select the square wave and bring it down 1 octave and turn the level down to around 38%. This will give our sound a solid bass and nice low end. Next turn on the filter and be sure to include the sub-oscillator, and also turn on key tracking so that the filter will now move based on what notes we play. The higher the note, the more open the filter will be. Now select MG Low 24 and bring the cutoff to 485 Hz and set the drive knob to 100%. Lastly, set the resonance to 0. This will filter out most of the high end and give us a more focused sound. Next, head over to the effects tab and turn on the chorus and drag it to the top. Starting on the left, set the rate to 0.06, delay 1 to 0, depth to 20 milliseconds, feed to 50%, and both the low pass filter and the mix knob to 100%. This will help to give our sound some extra movement and width. Now turn on the EQ and drag it below the chorus. Select a low cut on the left and a high cut on the right. Starting on the left, set the frequency to 130 Hz and the Q to 45%. On the right, set the frequency to 530 Hz and the Q to 45%. This will once again refine the sound and cut out unnecessary frequencies. Lastly, to filter out a little extra low end, turn on the filter and drag it below the EQ. Change the filter type by selecting normal followed by high 24. Set the cutoff to 45 Hz and the drive to 10%. And our respace is done. Now let's move on to the lead synth. With an initialized serum, start by turning up the unison on oscillator A to 16, set the octave to -2, and bring the detune down to 0.2. Doing this creates a super saw with many voices and a very big sound. To add even more energy, turn on the noise oscillator and select analog followed by bright white. Next, turn on the filter, making sure to include the noise oscillator as well as turning on key tracking. Next, set the cutoff to exactly 3520 Hz. This frequency is 3 octaves above our sound, helping to reinforce the fundamental note. Now jump over to the effects tab, turn on distortion and drag it to the top. Increase the drive knob to 70% and dial back the mix knob to 50%. This will give us a fatter sound. Lastly, turn on the EQ and drag it below the distortion. Select the low cut on the left and set the frequency and Q to 0. This will give us a gentle cut of the low frequencies and help to lighten the sound. Now on the right, set the frequency to 3500 Hz, the Q to 40% and the gain to +3 decibels. And we're done. As always, you can find a link to the presets in the description below, and if you enjoyed watching, please consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!